Hey, it's Joshy K again, back with another update. I wanted to talk today about budgets. Now, hold on a tick, it's not as bad as you think. So, most people hear the word budget and they think scarcity, restriction, I've got to start bringing my expenses back in. Now, sometimes that can be the case if things have gotten a little bit out of hand with lifestyle creep. And that's usually, I'll define that as throughout the years, you get little pay increases from work, you start generating more revenue through your business, and your quality of living starts to raise with it. Now we've got enough money to go out to restaurants, maybe get those extra subscriptions. Now we've got Netflix and Stan and Foxtel and the rest. And so that your base level of expenses start to creep up in line with your income. And so you're effectively, just like you were spending everything you're earning when you're in your 20s and things were just starting out, even into your 30s and 40s, you're still spending everything you're earning. So that's lifestyle creep. I do want to take a step back though, talking about budgets. I always recommend that people do two budgets. The first one is to track exactly what your expenses are doing, because if you don't know where things are going, you don't know what reality actually is. You don't know where the movement goes. So that's the first one. We want to figure out exactly what you're doing. The next one I want to do is a whole blank budget. You sit down with your partner or your kids as well as a family and decide what kind of life do we actually want to live? If we were to allocate money to each of these categories, what would it look like? And that could be massages, private health cover, private schooling. It could be 2 holidays a year. Maybe it is that you want additional subscriptions, but you figure out what your ideal life looks like. The goal then becomes, well, how much income do I need to earn so that after I pay tax and the mortgage gets taken from my pay, I've got enough to actually live this kind of life while still putting money into investments, whether that's superannuation or an investment property, so you can kind of automate your ideal life. So I use budgets for those two reasons. One, track reality. If more money is leaking out than coming in, we need to close those leaks in the same way that you can get the best bucket in the world if you're in a boat that's full of water. But if water's coming in from the bottom because of all those holes, you're just going to be fighting a losing battle. So that's where usually people will bring in things like Afterpays and buy now, pay later services, credit cards, personal loans. That tells me you're spending more than what's coming in. So definitely good to get on top of that. But they're the two budgets. Happy to explore them further. Feel free to reach out. Once again, I'm Joshy K, and I'll see you in the next one.